modern day athletes are seeing the value of having a wide range of capabilities rather than getting good at just one thing.
Can you be strong, flexible, and have power and endurance?
There will no doubt be some things on this list that you're naturally good at, and some that challenge you greatly. When you lean into these weaknesses, you become more complete.
The one that we're gonna start with, probably the hardest one for me, is a double body weight deadlift. So I don't deadlift at all in my training, but I do some squatting, I do some weighted pull-up and chin work, so I get some lat and leg strength to hopefully be able to do this. I haven't done this actually in a long time, so we'll see if I can. This is 385, I weigh about 190 pounds or so. I'm gonna do a little hook grip to make this easier on me. So if you can deadlift double your body weight, chances are you have more than enough strength that you need through being able to create tension in your back muscles, to drive with your legs, your grip strength, right? It's all there. And like I said, you don't have to achieve that with just deadlifting, because deadlifting is pretty hard on your body and your central nervous system. So for anyone that's like, dang, I'm a long ways away from that, but I am flexible, the next, I think to have both of these in your body is really cool. To be able to deadlift body weight and then to go into a back bridge and to be able to float that knee over the ankle and to open the shoulders and to kind of press that head through the shoulders. So if you can deadlift and pack your lats and then go into a bridge, open that chest and lat and hip, man, you're really strong through your posterior chain in multiple ways, right? Let's go to the next one. Right here, we have a little box set up. You can come over here, cameraman. So box at belly button, even up to sternum is good to shoot for, but belly button is all the jumping power that you need. So we can start with a 1-2 step in, jump, land on our box. Now, there's nothing too special about the box jump, but we like that you can track to your height. And if you can jump this high, then chances are you can sprint, you can run fast, you can have powerful legs to play sports, to change directions. Now, if we want to take it a step further, we can use no step in, and we can just create power from this standing position. See if I can do it. Oh, that was even a little better than my step in. Now we take the speed component out of it and we just have to generate all that power from the legs.
One thing that can support training for these goals is feeling good in your body. And one thing that I overlooked for years with huge implications on how my body feels is my gut health. Today's sponsor is Seed, who makes DS-01 Daily Synbiotic, which is a broad spectrum prebiotic and probiotic formulated with 24 clinically and scientifically studied strains for whole body benefits, including gut, skin, and heart health. So Seed impacts your gut health, which will support digestive health. I have personally found digestion to be key in ensuring that my body is functioning and recovering well. I started taking Seed about 6 months ago, and I really notice a difference in the way that my gut feels on a day-to-day basis. Seed also promotes heart health, maintaining blood cholesterol levels already in a normal range, and promotes smooth and healthy skin. I mean, who doesn't want that, eh? After all the holiday indulgence, it's a great time to get your gut in check with Seed's DS-01. Use StrengthSide 25 at checkout to get 25% off your first month's supply of Seed's DS-01 Daily Synbiotic. Use the first link in description. Now, let's see if you're up for these next 4 goals.
Next up, if you watched our recent hanging video, we have the capacity in our shoulder to do a lot, to hang, to swing. This is kind of our ancestral path, right? And the shoulder is the most mobile joint in our body. So to be able to express that, we should be able to hang on one arm and then pull ourselves to brachiate to the other, right? It's basically doing the monkey bars on a stable fixture, okay? So can you release? Can you hang with one arm? This takes good grip strength. Can we pull that shoulder down to get that other hand back up? And same thing, can we feel comfortable here too, right? To be able to because if we can do this, let's go over here. You can stay right there. Doing this should be no problem, right? Woo. Next, we move to another flexibility standard, which is kind of simple. We have our long lunge, which is this position. Now, can we get our hip to knee level, right? Really simple position here, but if I can get my hip to knee level or below, I'm getting good extension through my back hip, right? Probably don't have super tight hip flexors or quads. And I have some strength here through my hamstring. Now, obviously, to be able to do this is nice as well. Ankle mobility, knee compression, right? Be able to do both is good. And if you can do this, chances are you might be able to do palms of the floor. This is kind of one of our mobility standards. Can I do it on both legs? A lot of the time you'll have one leg or one side more flexible than the other. So we just want to be able to do both legs. This hip's always a little bit tighter on me, so I might work this a little bit more. You want to feel like you can squeeze that glute in this position. What's missing is our pressing strength, right? We want to be able to push with the upper body nicely. We like to use chest to wall handstand push-up. Reason being, if you can do this, if you can push your body weight up above you, then push-ups are probably pretty easy for you, right? You could probably bang out a bunch of those. You probably have enough upper body pushing strength that you'll ever need. Now, a handstand push-up is one that does take a bit of skill. If you're not comfortable going upside down, then you're gonna have to kind of build up capacity to be able to do that. But some of the stuff that we wanna think about in our handstand push-up, moving the head in front of the hands, keeping those elbows more tucked. We kind of just want to stay out of like this position. It's not a very strong position to flare the elbows and bring that head straight down. So can we kick up, hands maybe around a foot away from the wall, lower down under control, head out in front, elbows tucked, push yourself back up. If you can do that, you have all the necessary pushing strength that you'll probably ever need in your body. Now, the last standard, something that I can't really show you right now, but do you have the ability to go out and run? Do you have the endurance to go out and run a 5K, 3 miles, something in that range, at around an 8 to 9 minute mile? That's gonna represent a good amount of endurance in your body. You don't need to be a runner, right? If you like running, then do it, as long as you maintain your other abilities. If you don't like running, just make sure that you can kind of dig that out of somewhere. I don't run too often. That one's probably a more challenging one for me, but I know that I could really push myself to get that standard.
When I can do all 7 of these standards, I feel very capable in my body, and I have no problem with learning something new or training hard. These wide range of capabilities make you adaptable and resilient. It doesn't mean that if you can't do a few of these, then you're not a good athlete. It's just a list to challenge yourself to become more hybrid. Like I mentioned on the deadlift, you don't necessarily have to train these to accomplish them. In the pinned comment below, I share the best exercises to achieve each standard. Of course, I'm interested in how this list measures up with your current capabilities. What do you find most challenging? What would you add to the list? Let me know below. And if you're having trouble with the range of motion standards such as the back bridge, check out our free guide on mastering mobility. First link in description, as always.